Hello there, nice slice here, coming at you from the Great White North in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Today we're going to be looking at the Buck 251, the Buck Maverick OD. Now this knife is made exclusively for the Canadian Tire store. It is almost identical to the Buck Langford with the one very unique difference. So as you can see, this comes with the Buck Forever warranty. It is made from 7CR 17 MOV steel. It has a G10 handle. Let's have a look. You can see the olive drab G10 handle scale with a little bit of texture on there. There's the pivot screw. This is the model number 251. This is a made in China Buck, not a USA made knife. You see from the other side, it is a drop point blade on this. Another good look at that G10 texture. Very nice little pocket clip on this one. Not super deep carry, as you can see. It does have a nice lanyard hole there. Stainless steel liners. Very good lockup on that liner lock. There's how it looks all closed up. Very compact. It is a good looking knife. There's the nail nick. Good lockup. No blade play whatsoever on that. Now let's look at the Langford, which is probably more well known. This is the flipper. This is the black G10. Now this knife, I don't own this knife. This was lent to me by Son of Slice so that I could do this video. Thank you, son.
You're welcome.
As you can see, almost identical. That's why I did my short, little whimsical saying, is there a difference? I can't see the difference. But here's the difference. The flipper. So let's look at the dimensions on this knife. Maybe there is a difference that I haven't noticed yet. So the blade is 0.87 inches tall. And I got my caliper working properly. So now I can do millimeters. It is just shy of 22 millimeters tall. The Langford is very similar. Well, it is a little bit shy, about 1 millimeter shorter than the Maverick. Langford thickness is 2.7 millimeters or 0.10 inches. Identical thickness to the blade stock. Let's see behind the edge. 0.02, not even a full millimeter, very thin. That's that Buck hollow grind that they do so well. It's the same on the Langford, less than a millimeter right behind the edge. The handle, 22.2 millimeters at its tallest. 0.87 of an inch tall. There we go, almost identical. I didn't expect that to be very different at all. 13 millimeters wide, 21.2 millimeters. Now length, open on the Langford, 8 inches. length open on the Maverick, 8 inches. Blade length, 3.5 and 3.5. So these are almost identical. The blade, there is a slight difference. Now that I look more closely, I can see that. Let's see what the weight is. I have this set in grams at the moment. 94 grams on the Maverick. 95 grams on the Langford. Could be extra material on that flipper tab. Let's see if it makes a big difference for ounces. 3.28 on the Maverick. 3.39 on the Langford. So I would have to say that's the extra material for that flipper tab. Could very well be where that extra weight comes from. Now, like I said, these are made exclusively for the Canadian Tire store up here in the Great White North. Very sharp. Look at that edge that Buck puts on there. Very sharp blades, very sharp. These are not the only knives made exclusively for Canadian Tire. I do have a few that I've referred to before. I did a video on the Evergreen Wood series of Bucks. There was 2 folders and a fixed blade in that one. And I did speak a little bit on the Buck Kingsman, a favorite knife of mine as well. I use this knife all the time. As you can see, it's more tearing than cutting that paper. Needs to be tuned up. This is the Buck Matrix. This is an aluminum handled Buck. A nice clip point blade on there. That is a razor. That's an excellent knife as well. Now these are all made in China Bucks. This is the Buck Romanoff, another one made exclusively. You can see it has the nail neck as well, just like the Maverick. This is a fantastic little knife. Anodized aluminum handle scales, satin finish, slight drop point, almost a straight back blade, but there is a very subtle drop point there. You can see that edge bevel. Now this 7CR17 steel, not the greatest, but it takes a wicked edge. This knife I paid 20 Canadian dollars for. This knife was 40. This knife was 9. I believe I got this one for $13 and this one was $20. So very good value for the money there. Let's just close these for safety. I will leave you with the Buck 251 Maverick. There you have it.